all. I hope you are doing well. I am glad you're here with me. Who is up for some dragon nails? I did this look last year and it was super popular, one of my most watched mani videos. So I thought I'd give it a reboot with some new colors. And yeah, so we're gonna get into this pretty quick because this is a long video, people. I'm sorry, but it's long. So I am using these colors by Dipomania, and I was chosen to be a guest ambassador for the month of October by Dipomania, and I'm super excited. I have all these gorgeous colors to use, and it was so hard to choose, but I'm going to be using Nightshade and Spectral for this one. We're going with the light and the dark here, people. Both of these gorgeous colors glow, which I will show you at the end of the video. And they both, well, actually Spectral chromes, but I decided not to use it because I wanted it to be more of a unicorny, iridescent kind of chrome, and that one is more like a pearl when you chrome it. So we're going with a Sparkling Co chrome called, I think it's Unicorn Chrome. And then I am also using this stunning dip called Phantasmagorical, and it is, okay, it is an amazing powder, and I'll tell you why. Not only is it stunning as it is, however, it also is magnetic. Yes, it is a magnetic powder, and someday I will show you how to do that, but that's not what this video is all about. So I'm showing you and I'm playing with it. You can see how it shifts and moves around when I bring the magnet closer to it. So, but it also chromes beautifully. So it's a chrome magnetic dip powder, and it is amazing. I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, this is me. This is what I did when I was playing around with it, trying to make the magnetic powder work, and it was a lot of fun, and definitely there is a learning curve. I'm gonna figure it out so I can share it with you all. So I am going to apply a base coat on 4 of my nails to get started so that we can chrome these babies out, because that is the first step in creating these beautiful, scaly, iridescent, chameleon shifting dragon nails. While I am doing that, I am going to pop in a little picture right about here of the nails I did last year, and like I said, they were super popular, and I've gotten lots of requests for another version of those, so here we have it. Okay, now that the base coat is applied, I turn my hand over just to kind of help it level itself out, and then I cured it for 30 seconds. When you're chroming, you want to make sure that your base and your no wipe gel top coats are very evenly, well, it's kind of fitting for this video, but I meant to say evenly applied, because any flaw in your application will be visible in your chrome. Now, with this method where I'm going to be doing the bubble nails to create the scales, that doesn't matter quite as much because it's not going to be as obvious. However, if you were just to be chroming, you want to be very careful about your application. So as I said, I am applying a no wipe gel top coat now, and I'm going to flash cure that in my lamp for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then you're going to see me apply Phantasmagorical as a chrome. And the way that I do dip powders that chrome, I don't do this with regular chrome powder, but I do with dip powders. And what I do is I actually lay or dip my finger into the powder, and then I take the sponge applicator and I chrome it into the nail. Now you're gonna see when I do the other chrome on the white nails with the Unicorn Chrome from Sparkling Co, I do not dip my finger into it. First of all, the container it's in is really small, but also it's it's just not the same consistency, so it doesn't work quite the same way. It's easier to just dip your applicator into the chrome powder and then apply it. But for dips that chrome, this is the method that I use, and it works really, really well for me. So I'm gonna let you finish watching me chrome this amazing Phantasmagorical on 4 of these nails. The 5th nail is going to be my ring finger. That is going to be the eye of the dragon. On my previous set, if you remember, I had 2 eyes on one hand. This time around, I'm only doing 1 eye because I'm doing good and evil, and they're, in my mind, looking at each other when I turn my hands towards me, which, you know, I don't know. That's what I was envisioning, so that's the way I went with it. So I'm gonna let you watch me finish up this chrome, and when I come back, we're gonna get to the bubble nail effect. And let me tell you, it's pretty cool. Every time I take the bubbles off, I'm still like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love it so much. So hang tight for that. Okay, so we're getting into this sooner than I expected to, but that's okay. Really, right now, I'm just putting on another layer of base coat to help the top coat that I'm going to do the bubble effect with stick to the chrome better. I just don't want any peeling or chipping or anything like that. So I'm applying a base coat first, and then we'll get into the top coat and the bubble nail effect. Yeah, so be right back. Okay, so here we are. I am going to apply 1 coat of, sped it up there for you guys. I'm going to apply 1 layer of no wipe gel top coat. I'm going to do that on my pinky and my middle finger and my index finger first. And then I'm going to apply the bubbles, and I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. Then I'm going to do my thumb separately. Now, I can't remember, I think I might have said all this already, but I'm reiterating, that is the order that we are doing things in. And yeah, so here come the bubbles. I just took a little bowl, put some water in it, and I used my sprayer and some Dawn dish soap to make bubbles. Now, I like my bubbles to be bigger. I don't like the really tiny, really like foamy bubbles for this process. I like the bubbles to be kind of bigger and loose so that they create more of a scale effect. So I made sure to use very little soap and more water. And that kind of helped to make the bubbles a little bigger and less foamy, if that makes sense. So now those 3 nails are covered, and I'm curing for 60 seconds, and voila! We have dragon scales, or dinosaur scales, or mermaid scales, or lizard scales, or you could do even snake scales, kind of, I guess. But it's a really cool way to make a scaly effect. I think it looks more like dragon scales when you use a chrome under it, but you could use like a regular solid non-shimmery color and make them much more scale-like for like a dinosaur or a lizard or something like that. I personally love the way it looks for dragon scales. You could use them for mermaid scales. Oh, mermaid scales too. So here I am applying the bubbles to my thumbnail, and then I'm gonna cure that for another 60 seconds. See how I'm kind of moving the bubbles around so that I make sure that the entire nail is covered, and the bubbles are, like I said, bigger and loose, not really like thick foamy. And oh my, look, see, every time I'm like, wow, look at that. It's so cool. Whoever, I don't know who it was. I really don't know the first person who did this. I have no idea who came up with the technique, but girl, good thinking, because it's pretty awesome. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly. I don't think that it is anything except maybe a touch of dip flu from my swatching the other night. I swatched a bunch of colors all at once, and sometimes when I do that, I get a little bit of dip flu. Anyway, so now we have moved on to the lighter side of things, and we're going to chrome the nails on my left hand that have Spectral on them, and then we are going to do the same kind of thing, but we're going to chrome with chrome pigment from Sparkle & Co. It is called Unicorn Chrome. And so that process is pretty much the same as far as how you apply the gel base and then a gel top coat. And then you apply it with a sponge applicator, but instead of dipping my finger into it, I just dip the applicator and rub it on. So, all right, I am not going to jibber jabber through this. The one thing I am going to say is, I'm sorry. I did film chroming this hand. However, when it comes to the nail art where I create the dragon eye nail, yeah, that didn't go so well on my right hand. I was out of frame a lot. I'm pretty useless when I'm doing things with my left hand, and the eye came out okay, but in order for that to be the case, I had my hand up in my face and I was out of frame the majority of the time. So I did not leave that footage in because honestly, you would have been just looking at my nail mat because, yeah, my hand was not in the frame at all. So I apologize, but you will see me create the dragon eye on my left hand, which is the darker side. And yeah, so anyway, now that I have jibber jabbered anyway, despite having said I wouldn't, we're gonna chrome these white nails with this unicorn chrome, and it is so pretty. Just so stinking pretty. Look at that. I mean, talk about different kinds of chrome that are just both so gorgeous. I mean, I love the dark chrome. I love it, like beyond love it. But this is so pretty too. This iridescent, like, ooh, I just, not ooh, like, ooh, good. You know, I don't know. What am I talking about? Anyway, chrome is just so awesome. Can we agree about that? Can we agree on that? Yeah, I know. So anyway, I'm just rubbing this into the top coat. It's been flash cured for 10 to 15 seconds, just like the other hand. And once I've got it all rubbed on there, I'm gonna fully cure that top coat for 60 seconds to be on the safe side. I also do brush off any excess before I do that. And I think I did film the bubble nails on these as well. So you just miss out on the eye nail art, and that's okay, because honestly, that was such a disaster. You're not missing out on much. I mean, it turned out okay, but the process was a mess. So I'm going to apply my base coat and then my top coat, and I'm going to apply the bubbles and cure just like I did on the other hand, and I'm going to not talk anymore for a little while and let you watch. Alrighty, so I'm jumping back in right here to say, ooh, it's so pretty. Look at that. It came out so good. I love it. Yeah, I can't decide if I like the light better or the dark better. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments because I'm curious. I just can't decide. I think I like them both, but for different reasons. I don't know. I can't decide. Nope, I'm not going to decide. I just love them both. But I'd love to know your opinion. Do you have one? Or are you in the same boat as I am and just can't decide? Let me know. Oh, yep, it's gorgeous. Alrighty, now that the bubble portion of this, well, at least most of the bubble portion of this mani is done, we're gonna get into some nail art. We're gonna make eyes, dragon eyes to be specific, and we're gonna use some gel to do that. So ooh, shaky, earthquake. I'm going to use some cat eye gel from iGel Beauty. This one is one of the, I want to say it's like a Nova 3D cat eye gel that I believe I got. Well, it's the same one that I used last year, and I will put all of this product information down in the description box. But this one I believe is called Canopus. Not cannabis, Canopus. Canopus, Canopus. I think that's how you say it. Not 100% sure. But I'm going to use this cat eye gel to paint on an eyeball shape, basically. And then I am going to use a magnet. It's a new magnet that I got off of Amazon. You can make like starburst and flowery type shapes in magnetic gel with this magnet that I'm going to use. But I thought it really made it look like an eye, you know? I don't really know how to explain it, but like, it just, you'll see when I'm done. You'll see what I mean, and I think you'll get what I was going for. So here's that magnet. See how it's got like 5 little balls all attached to each other like a flower shape? I mean, wait till you see how this came out. Oh, seriously, so cool. I am so sad because I tried to do the same effect on the other hand with a different color cat eye gel, and it didn't show up as well. It didn't work the way that I had wanted it to. Maybe part of it, I mean, I did have to paint the eye with black gel polish first on the white one, because otherwise I was afraid that the cat eye gel wouldn't show up well enough. But maybe that was a mistake and I should have just gone straight in with the cat eye gel, and maybe it would have worked better. But anyway, I digress. So now I'm just painting on the, kind of elongated pupil shape in the center of the eye. And then I decided I was going to try to get a little bit fancy, and I'll explain that to you in a second. All right, so, whoa, there it is. See, doesn't that look like an eye? It's crazy. I don't know. I just kind of love it. Anyway, so I was trying to be a little bit more artsy-fartsy than I really am, I guess, and I don't think I truly have all the skill required to pull this off. But I decided I was going to use some builder gel and try to create sort of a brow bone type thing above the eye. And then I was thinking I would add some foils, some flakies, not foils, flakies that I had. And I thought it would look really cool and make kind of like this art, like this hard, bony, eyebrowy look. And don't know that I really pulled that off the way it appeared in my brain. But I'm not entirely mad at it. It's just a little different than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. So that's what you're seeing me do here with this builder gel, is just to try to kind of create a brow ridge. Is that a thing? Anyway, that's what I'm doing here. Sort of. And then I'm going to cure that. And then I'm going to put my base coat on. And then I'm going to put my top coat on. And we're going to chrome around this eye. And then we're going to get into applying the bubbles to make the part of the nail that's not the eye scaly like the rest of my nails. Ugh. I'm dropping things. Sorry. And then I guess we'll be done. All right, I'll be back. So right here is where I decided to add those holographic flakies. They're kind of more rainbow shifting flakies. I think these ones are the mermaid flakies. I got them from Simply Sarah's Custom Creations. It is a Facebook group business, and I will link that down in the description box along with everything else that I am using in this tutorial. So yeah, so I applied the flakies along that ridge, thinking it might make that pop a little more and make it look a little bit more like a crazy dragon-y eyebrow thing. I don't know if that I truly executed it the way that I saw it in my mind. But it is what it is, and I'm not entirely mad at it, so we're gonna go with it. And I do apply my top coat over that, and then I do the bubble effect on top of it, which sort of changed it a little bit. I mean, it's not as obvious as I wanted it to be as far as the ridge goes. I mean, you can see the flakies obviously because they're like bling right in your face. But the ridge part of it is what I don't know that I really, yeah. Okay, so I think you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, applying top coat and then, did I apply base coat first and then apply the top coat? Probably. And then I'm gonna add the bubbles and cure for 60 seconds, just like I did on the other bubble nails. And that's gonna be it, y'all. That's gonna be it. Hang tight. There he is, the final product of the dragon eye. What do you think? Did I pull it off? I don't know if yeah, I think I like it. So anyway, here you go. See, there's the eye on the other hand. Again, didn't quite get the same effect that I was hoping I would get like I did on the other eye, but it's still okay. I like the color with that particular chrome, so it works okay. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to apply my Candi Skincare Cuticle Oil. This one is Vampire Blood from a duo she released a couple weeks ago for, I think for Halloween, I'm assuming. But one was Vampire Blood, which is this one I'm using, which smells like sweet, delicious candy. And then the other one was Zombie Brains, which sort of smells like a cookie or candy corn maybe. I don't know. It smells good though. But anyway, so I'm going to apply that cuticle oil everywhere, all over my cuticles and under my cuticles because my skin gets super dry. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial and that it goes over as well as it did last year. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you like my 2.0 reboot of the dragon nails, or are you an OG lover? Let me know. Hope you'll come and join me again next time. See you later. Bye bye now.